a nice start, isn't it? Welcome to Matt Bayersky YouTube channel. Well, you know what? Sound therapy is something that we're going to look into a lot more in these coming months. We're going to do some lovely lives. It's going to be a great time. This is going to be a good year to counteract the negativity out there and the pain and suffering that many people are going through. It's more and more obvious now what's happened in this world, and many people are really suffering badly from something that they believed was that they needed to do to save their life because they were all going to die. And most of the world took certain things, and now they're realizing, many people now. In fact, it was on the BBC. That was interesting. I don't know if anybody saw it. But a doctor came on and basically told the truth, so I imagine they're going to kick him off and he's never going to come back on again. Or maybe they're drip feeding it out to the population like they do on a PSYOP. But somebody said to me, you never talk much about other people's products. And I said, that's not true. I talk about other people's products all the time, depending on what products I use. I'm a huge fan of Don Tallman. I've been a huge fan of his for forever and a day. I love his products. I use all of them. If you open my cupboards at home, you'll see that I have a lot of his food. It's not really food, it's all sacred food. And I have his oils. I use his dare I say it, facial cream, and it's all organic. And then somebody said, well, tell us about it. And I said, well, I've done videos. And but then I thought, well, okay, I'll do another video and I'll talk about two people's oils. Why not? Because I use them. They're in my box. They're part of my work. So first of all, I'll introduce you to Don Tallman. Don Tallman is one of those who's been around forever and a day. They were the ones who started speaking about health and well-being and about alternative healing, which is the real healing, ancient knowledge. If you don't know about him, look him up and have a look at his work. But one particular product I use of his is called Golden Relief. This is Golden Relief. Golden because it looks golden and there's gold flakes in there. Real gold, solid gold flakes. Little gold flakes, which is part of the sacred oil. This is a sacred oil. So Don Tallman's research and knowledge stems back to the ancient Egyptians. And what he knows, what he doesn't know isn't worth knowing. And what you think you listen to with Egyptologists who talk about Egypt and hieroglyphics, they know nothing because they're reading it all wrong. See, do you ever remember the times when you saw those pictures and they looked like dots and you didn't really know what it was until somebody said, stand back, this is how you look at it, take your time, and then they explained how you look at that painting. All of a sudden, you'd see a three-dimensional thing come out. Well, did you know that Don teaches how to read hieroglyphics this way? And the man is a wealth of information and knowledge because he has this kind of mind that absorbs information, photographic memory. He's incredible. And he's read all the ancient parchments just by a way of spirit leading him to a certain place in the world where he had the honor to read ancient parchments in, I believe, New York, with one of the most wealthiest families in the world, in their catacombs where he was, that was his job at the time. Fascinating story. And I've been blessed to work alongside him only for a week, but that week was the jaws dropped. When Don speaks, jaws drop. It's mind-blowing. So, of course, part of the parchments was an ancient medicine that is used on the body. And this is it. Now, many people have tried to copy it, right? But nobody's got that information because it's tied away down in the basements of a trillionaire, a gazillionaire, that Don had the pleasure to go through all of those parchments and all of the antiquities in there and log them in a certain system that this billionaire asked for. So what he didn't realize is when Don said, do you mind if I memorize some of these things and keep them for myself? And he said, yeah, as long as you don't, you can't bring a pen and paper down there. Everything has to stay down there. So what he didn't realize is Don memorized it all. And when he went back home, he wrote everything down because he's got a photographic memory. So this is partly the story. It goes a lot deeper than that, and it's more synchronous. It's more synchronistic than that. It's basically Spirit's helping hand. And when you listen to the story, your jaw drops because you realize that this is more than just coincidence. And so I share this information with this bottle because I know very few bottles of certain mixtures that really work. Lots of them are great, but do they really work? This one does. It works. And I wrote some of the things down here that my clients have appreciated, and I have more. I have a lot more, but these are just some of the things, and I wanted to know what Don felt about what he felt this works with. And he reeled off today about 100 things, and I wrote some of the, he said, just go to my website and have a look. And I said, okay, so these are the things that actually my clients said that they benefited from. So it opens up like this, and it's on a pump. So pump like that, and then, oh my God, wow. Okay. My God, it's incredible. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's just, it is, yeah. It's like working with my own oil. It's incredible. So what would you use Golden Relief for? I'm going to read them off for you now. Definitely muscle and joint pain. Absolutely, for sure. My eyes are going to start watering in a minute because I've rubbed it there, but actually fantastic for stress, headaches, tension, migraines. Amazing. If you have a sting, if you get stung, if you have any kind of bites, you rub it on. If you get any sores on the body, skin rashes, anything like that, rub it on. Oh, whoa, incredible. Fungal infections, rheumatics, arthritis, anything like that. Toothache, I've rubbed it on my tooth when I've had any kind of issue in my mouth. Clears it away brilliantly. Cold sores, burns, itching, swelling, stiffness, bruises, sprains, and up to this day today, I can tell you this now, which I can't tell you, but I am telling you in a way that you'll understand. You've heard of the big C, right? Well, some people have lumps here and there. I can tell you this absolutely unequivocally. I can't say the word, but I mean this from the bottom of my heart. My clients have told me that those lumps have gone down dramatically from being hard to really soft, and now they're eating properly and they're rubbing this on and they're getting better and better. Now, I could go on and on and on, but this is, it's got to my eyes. This is how powerful it is. Maybe I shouldn't have rubbed it there. Only when I'm going to sleep. Great for sleep time as well. I could go on and on and on about this oil, but I'm telling you, it's part of my collection. I have it all the time. These bottles have slightly changed now to the pump. I actually like the pump. I think it's great. Beautiful. And I was talking to Don. The only thing, oh my God, I've just now rubbed it on my eyes. Ah, look, oh my God. It's that strong, guys. I'm not kidding you. Oh my God. I can't see. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. But literally, you know, like when it's not burning, it's just, it's so strong. It's not as strong as, what's it called? What's that stuff called now? Oregano, natural oregano. Oh my God, don't rub that. Just be careful. So yeah, this is lovely. Oh, and it's great. I must have had stress in my eyes as well because I can feel it in my eyes. But this stuff is strong, guys. You only need a little bit. What I put there was too much. When you squirt it out, just squirt a little bit out. Yeah, so I can't see right well, but can you see? It's like, wow, that's how strong it is. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful and strong. You know, there's no pain, there's no suffering. It's beautiful. You can feel the healing of this. So it's incredible. Anything else? Right. So I spoke to Don about this, and I said, look, Don, you know, buying from America is very hard to get it into Europe. And, you know, that's the challenge. So I don't know how you're going to get it to Europe, but maybe you can figure it out when you buy it. It might say it might not, and maybe there's nothing I could do. It took me a while to get it and to get it into the country. So if you're in America, Australia, I guess Canada, all over there, I think you've got no problem at all. But here in Europe is a challenge. But I did ask him, and I did talk to him about this, and we're going to try and somehow get it here. I don't know how, but we're going to work on it. So it might take months, so don't hold on to that. But we're going to see if we can. And that's it. That's what I want to talk about today with this one product that he has. I'm a big fan of his products. I love them all. They're all organic and natural. And yeah, I just love them. So the second thing, which is close to home, is Lemon House. I've talked about Lemon House before because they're ethical. Leila Sati obviously is the director of that company, and they do a lot of good all over the world. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that more than anything. And they brought this sacred oil out, and I have a sacred oil, and it's very similar, but there's something slightly different about this oil, which when I work with it, it's more of a, for me, I can only describe it. A lot of my clients say many things that they differ, but for me, it's more of a sacred feminine. So I use this for a lot of wonderful things. Now, what do I use sacred oil for from Lemon House? I normally pick it up when I've got very heavy negative energy attached to me after issues, attacks, people being awful, negative, when I'm in an environment where it's negative, or if I've done a heavy healing session and I feel like the residue is still attached to me and not left the window and not gone out of the room. So sometimes we do pick these things up, and I'll talk about that in the future. So Lemon House, it comes in a lovely bottle, black top. I don't put too much on, so I like, right, 3 drops is enough for me. What do I use it for? Well, at the end of the night, I like to rub it on my back. I love to rub it all over my back. So I go from spine and I go outwards. So the base of the spine and then outwards and then go upwards, out and up. So I'm rubbing up. So I'm getting my kidneys. Now that is, for me, it's fantastic. It's really good for me. I'll also put 3 drops and rub on my shoulders. And then if I'm doing any kind of cleansing, healing work, I rub on temples, third eye, back of the neck, behind my ears, and then I breathe it in. So I can still smell it because there's a lot of Palo Santo in this. So I can smell it. I can smell the Palo Santo. So this is in and amongst smelling the Golden Relief. Beautiful, actually. Good mix. So, and now this is going down a bit now. It's because it was so strong, it's going down a bit now. So I'm better. I can see a little bit better. But you can see what process I went through. And it's good that you can see it because it's wow, that's strong. Yeah, but it's good. And my eyes feel fresh. My eyes feel rejuvenated. And I've got clients who say that they rub Golden Relief on the temple and they can see better. They see stronger. So it does so much for you. For me, it's more about a physical product is Golden Relief. It heals my physical stuff. Sacred Oil by Lemon House heals my spiritual side. So if I'm feeling down, I'll often use that and rub it on my heart, breathe it in and just relax. And because as soon as you rub it on your heart with the Palo Santo oil and the frankincense and the sage is massaging and going in, and it's healing the physical as well as the emotional, and it's clearing the negative, and it's phenomenal how that works. So it doesn't take long before you're feeling more at peace. If my mind is going all over the place and I'm building up conversations that shouldn't really be addressed, I rub on my temples, a crown, third eye, back of my neck and behind my ears, and I'll breathe it in. Within 10 or 15 minutes, it feels like I've had a full sage. So I feel like I'm cleared of that. And then my thoughts go into more positive, natural, instead of chaotic and depressed and negative and worst case scenario thoughts. So that oil is great for that. If I'm doing healing work on other people, I will often use that oil on my client. So the sacred oil is great to put 3 drops on your client's hands, let them rub their hands, breathe it in for 10 breaths in through the nose, 10 breaths out through the mouth. You'll find that they will also calm down. So again, if your client has an issue, depending on what that issue is, if you rub sacred oil, say if they've got an issue of bad things have happened to them that week, people have said terrible things, you'd rub some on your stomach. If, let's say, you've had an issue with your partner, or love, something's gone wrong, or somebody's left you, or grief, I'd be rubbing it on my heart. And these places are brilliant. There's another thing that I use sacred oil on, and that's the whole of, not just the ball of my foot, but the whole sole of my foot. So I rub it on the bottom and I'll put my feet up, and that the energy of the Palo Santo, it feels like it's just you can feel it actually going through the body. So it's incredible how you feel. Again, if you suffer with any issues with spiritual attacks or anything like that, this oil is phenomenal to clear anything negative. If you feel that it's a psychic attack or whatever, you rub that on especially all your points, your power points. So you call them chakras. Rub them all there. You'll find that you'll feel balanced and fine, and everything will clear. There's something about the sacred oil, the Palo Santo, the frankincense, and the sage, and the mixture of how it's mixed, and then the energy healing that's been put into it. There's just no words. Now, I told you this before, and I don't know if you've ever heard that. The story was after I'd done a very heavy session with somebody who was physically abused, really, really badly, black and blue. After I'd finished the healing session, I started feeling a terrible pain, and that pain was in my back. So I used my sacred oil, which is very similar to this, and I used this as well, and it made a huge difference. That energy shifted. I rubbed it on where the energy went to. That shifted again, and then it was gone. It just disappeared. So when it comes to energy, when it comes to spiritual stuff, heavy stuff, negative stuff like that, the sacred oil from Lemon House is incredible. So these are the 2 oils, the only 2 oils that I have in my toolkit, my shamanic toolkit, is my 10 oils that I've worked with for all of this time, and then these other 2. They always stay with me. So basically now I have 12 oils with me wherever I go. So wherever I travel, they come with me in my little box. And I think, like, on a final note, it's important that we try oils. It's important that we feel things and be open to different oils all the time. So I'm always looking at different oils, but I always revert back to the ones that work. So it's not like, okay, I'm stuck with these oils. No, I'm looking at different oils all the time. I'm mixing, adding, changing, trying different oils all the time. Why? Because I believe that not only the universe, not only the stars, the cosmos, the planets, the energy, it's always changing. So maybe there's things that work better than other things. And that's why I'm always looking for new things and working on new things. But I have to say the 12 oils that I have, the 10 that are Mark Bayersky oils, and the Lemon House, which is their unique mixture. She has a unique mixture, and how she works with it, and how that's her secret, and I have no issues with that. That's great. You keep your secret. Don Tallman has his ancient mixture, and and people have tried to copy it, never been able to, no matter how they try. You've got to get the mixture right, because it's to do with sacred. I think it's numbers, or I don't actually know. It's not really being spoken about too much, but it's a precise way that the ancients used, and it's phenomenal. And now I feel fine. My eyes are fine. My head feels clear. My eyes feel bright and sharp. My back feels great, actually. My back feels brilliant now. So you can feel that just in a space of 10 or 15 minutes, just what I did, it's like, wow, this really does work. On a final note, if you suffer with not being able to speak properly, okay, the Lemon House oil, if you rub that on your throat, it's incredible. It's incredible. So again, little things. If you struggle with listening to conversation, rub it on your ears. If you're struggling with what you see, rub it around your eyes. Again, this is spiritually speaking. This is on an emotional level. Golden Relief is on the physical level. But I also would say that it's also attached to spiritual as well. So it's what it is. So for those who say I don't talk about other products, there you go. These are my two go-to that don't and are not mine, and I love with all my heart. Yeah, fabulous. That's it, I guess. I just wanted to share that with you, and it makes sense. I'm wearing a nice piece of golden rutile today. Golden rutile makes sense because Don loves the colour of yellow. Have a great day, and thank you, Don Tallman, for making such an amazing healing product. And thank you, the amazing Layla Satie, for making your beautiful not just that one, but so many other things that you sell as well. And same with Don. Thanks for being great, and thanks for helping, sharing and caring in a natural way, because all the products that both these companies are fully natural, and it's all, for me, just beautiful, pure, clear and healthy, organic. And that's what I like. So I'll leave a couple of links below. You can go and have a look for yourself. But there you go. Enjoy. I mean it. Enjoy it, because I just have, even though I couldn't see you a few minutes ago.